Hey, it's Mr. Turk. Pretend I'm a student today, and I'm just going to walk you through how to complete an assignment in Teams. So I'm going to teach you how to use both the desktop applications, right? Whether you're viewing it in the browser or, the Teams app. Those are pretty much going to be the same. And today I'm actually going to show you how to use and complete assignments on your phone. So first things first, right? Make sure you log in to Office 365 and make sure you go to the Teams app. If you don't know how to do that, I have some other videos in this playlist you can watch on how to do that. So I'm a part of this biology class. Again, when you log into Teams, the first thing you go to is the general feed. If you scroll up in that feed, you're going to see announcements for all sorts of assignments. If you click on view assignment, it should take you to that assignment. Again, if you're not sure where to find assignments and you don't see any of the notifications for an assignment, they're going to show up in the assignments tab. So you need to go to the assignments tab. So click on, assignments at the top of the screen. There is a couple of tabs up here, and depending on how your teachers teach your class, you might end up using the class notebook. You might end up using the files tab, but pretty much every single class, you're going to use this assignments tab. If you click on that under assigned, you should see a list of assignments that have been assigned to you. And I was just added to this class, so I don't actually have every single assignment here. I just have a couple of them. If those assignments if I turned them in and they were graded, they'll be under this completed section here. So again, right now, none of these assignments have been graded yet. So let's take a look at an assignment. And let's see what we need to do to complete it. So here's a questionnaire. I'm going to click on that assignment. So right now there's no instructions for this assignment. I probably would have had to have been in class to know what to do for this particular assignment. And it looks like there's, questions attached. So we're going to click on that questionnaire assignment. Okay. So looks like I can't actually answer the questions here, and that's fine. Sometimes your teachers are going to give you a PDF or a file that they don't want you to edit. They just want you to look at it and refer to it. So this is a reference file. I need to answer these questions, it seems like. I need my full name, where's your family from, what do you dislike about school, what do you like about science, that kind of stuff. Pretty simple questions. Right now, I'm basically inside of Teams, and I opened up this reference document. So to answer these questions, I actually need to attach a Word document, and I can do that a couple of different ways. Here's one way you can do it. I'm just going to copy and paste these questions so I don't forget them. So I'm going to take my cursor, and I'm just going to highlight these questions. So I'm going to click and drag to highlight these questions here. And then I'm actually going to hit on my keyboard Control and C to copy them. I can also right-click on it and select Copy. And then again, I don't need this document anymore. I can click on the Close button to close that document. But what I do know is that I need to answer these questions, so I need to attach a Word document and type my answers. So to attach a Word document, I could switch apps to the online version of Word, but in Teams, you can just add a brand new file to your project here. So I'm going to click on Add Work. And I know I'm just going to be answering questions, so the option we're going to pick is just New File. So if you click on New File, and then you click on Word Document, I'm just going to make this Word document called Answer to the Questionnaire. And I don't even know if I spelled questionnaire right. So I'm going to attach that document. And now, it's attached, but it's empty. It's blank. So to edit this document, I'm just going to click on it one more time. And the app is going to open. So pretty easy. Again, we're just attaching a new file. We haven't actually typed anything in this file. So the first thing I'm actually going to do, though, is I'm going to paste that text. So here's the questions my teacher wanted me to answer. And again, sometimes your teacher isn't going to have a document ready for you. They're going to give you a scan or a picture or a PDF, and you're going to have to make your own file. So now I can start typing answers to these questions. So my full name is Joe Turek, right? Where's your family from? The Midwest, right? We grew up in Iowa and Nebraska. That's where my family is from. I could write about my family and answer all these questions, but you get the idea. Now, because I'm editing this particular document in Teams right now, I am basically automatically saving this in the browser. This is pretty easy to do, and everything saves pretty much as long as I have a good internet connection. So if I click close on this document, again, everything I've ever actually typed in that document should be right here, and the answers to questionnaire document. If I click on it again, I can edit this document if I want to in Teams, right? And, again, it'll automatically save. Now, let's say, right, I go home. I don't actually want to, work on the assignment in Teams, but I do want to finish the questionnaire. I really need to finish that. Again, anytime you are in Office 365, right, whenever you log in to Office 365, right, your most recent files that you've been working on will show up right here on the top. So the answer to the questionnaire document that I just made should be right here when you log in, right at the start. Should be at the top of your most recent files. If I go to the Microsoft Word app in Office 365, let's click on Word. Again, should be at the very top. Now, if you're still having problems finding your files because you have a lot of work to do, again, a couple other places to look, your OneDrive app, all right? Every file you make, basically, you can access it by going to that particular file type's application, right? If you make a Word document, you can go to Word. But if you still don't see your files, right, all of your files should be saved to your OneDrive. So click on OneDrive. And basically, this is a giant list of pretty much all the files you've made. If you don't see your files in here, wait a little bit, refresh the page. They should be in here, all right? You can also search for files if you don't see a file, right? Again, the name of that was answers. So answer, I'm just going to search for answer. And there it is, okay? So this location of the file, right, is kind of located somewhere different, but it's showing up in my OneDrive if I search for it. So I can click on it again to edit it. And now, instead of editing this in the Teams app, it's basically opening a new tab. And again, this is Microsoft Word, but it's in your browser. So any changes I make to this file, doesn't really matter. They automatically save in the browser. Write about your family. I have 2 younger brothers. Yeah, so there we go. I'm continuing to work on this file. Again, it's automatically saving. If I close this tab, right, and go back to the assignment, which was right here, right, I'm just going to refresh my page. So I'm going to refresh my page. And again, those changes to that file should update in the assignment. If you're noticing that they're not, that just means your internet connection's a little bit slow, a little bit kind of slow to update. If I click on this document one more time here, it's going to open up in Word inside of Teams, but you can see right here what I typed in that file, again, is showing up right here. So again, anytime you create a file in Teams and attach it to your Teams assignment, it should show up in OneDrive. It should show up in Microsoft Word in your other apps. If it doesn't, search for the file and make sure you have a secure internet connection, and eventually you will see it and be able to edit it on your other apps. Now, when it comes to editing longer documents, right, that you might be working on in multiple locations, that can be kind of tricky. So here we have an assignment, this 2.3 carbon compounds assignment. I'm going to click on that assignment. I'm going to click on this particular document here. All right, so this has a lot more questions to it. It looks like when I clicked on this file that this file is actually editable. It's automatically loading Word. So, you know, I can start to edit this file if I want to. You know, pretty straightforward. What is chemistry? Wow, that's a big question. So I might actually have to do a little bit more work for this one to answer that question. I might have to do some Google searches, some research. If I have my textbook, I'd look through that. Basically, I don't have a chemistry textbook on me. So what I'm actually going to do is rename my file real quick. And the reason I'm doing this is just so I can see it pop up in a list of files elsewhere. Hopefully this shows up in my OneDrive and shows up on my browser in my phone, because I'd kind of like to work on this on the go. I don't know about you, but sometimes it's easier for me to type my answers to a question if I'm looking at a book and I'm holding my phone instead of trying to put the book on top of the keyboard and all that. So that's one way to do it, right? I can edit it on my phone, and I'll show you how to do that later. Right now, right, the easiest option for me is to just highlight this, right? So again, you can highlight text with your cursor, like so. And then we can right-click on it. And I don't see it in here. Oh, yeah, that's right. There it is. Search, what is chemistry? Okay, so built into Microsoft Word is a lot of like research tools. Again, if I click on search, what is chemistry, it's going to open up this window on the right-hand side. This is basic web results for what is chemistry. You know, definition, a couple other websites. So chemistry is the study of matter, its properties, and how and why substances combine and separate to form other substances. So I'm actually going to copy that text and put that right here. Other substances. Okay, so really handy feature. It's built into Microsoft Word. Again, they're research tools. Again, all you have to do is click and drag to highlight the text, right-click on the text, and then again, right here, built into Microsoft Word, are these fantastic research tools. So search, what is organic chemistry? I click on that. On the right-hand side, okay, is the web results, pictures, basically tons of resources. If I click on see more web results, that's going to expand my list here. If I click on Bing, and again, I clicked on this tiny little Bing icon right here at the very bottom, right here where it says Bing. If I click on this particular icon right here, it opens up those web results in a brand new tab. This way I can kind of scroll through and read more detailed descriptions that aren't sort of smushed into that sidebar. So organic chemistry is a branch of chemistry that studies the structure, properties, and reactions of organic compounds which contain carbon in covalent bonding. Pretty straightforward. So again, highlight that, Control C to copy, and then put my cursor right next to the question and hit Control V to paste that answer. All right, so I can go through this entire document and copy and paste in here. But let's say I'm reading my textbook and I don't want to type in the browser. I actually want to hold my phone and type on my phone while I'm, reading the book. And again, everybody studies differently. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to click close on this document. And again, it should save to this attached file right here. And we're going to see if we can open that up on our phone. There's a couple of different ways to look for files on your phone. Hopefully it just shows up in the list of recent files. Again, this is all dependent on your internet connection. So I got my phone right here. Unlock it real quick. All right, so here's my phone. Real quick, right, we are going to take a look at our homework assignment, right? So to edit a document, right, tap on the Microsoft Word app. And again, you should probably install and sign into all of your apps, right, including Teams and Word. You can access your assignment through Teams. So if we don't see it in the Word, Microsoft Word application after signing in, we can go to Teams and we can open it from there if we're having trouble finding it. So I'm going to tap on Word. And it looks like it's right here at the top. So again, I can tap on this particular document to open it up. And let's see if this is the same one. Depending on your internet connection, it might take a while. Sorry, something went wrong. Okay, that looks like just didn't want to open, and that's fine. Let's check our shared section. Not seeing it there. Let's check the open section, and let's go to our OneDrive. Can't complete task. Oh. So it looks like we can't find our file. Well, we know we attached it to the Teams document, so I'm just going to check Teams. It looks like it popped up right here. But let's say we can't actually find it. So I'm actually going to tap on my home button right here, and we're going to go to Teams. So again, if I tap on Teams, right? This is a conversation with another student. We're going to switch accounts real quick here to student account. Hey, there it goes. So to access our assignment, again, we're going to tap on assignments, right? Here's the list of all the classes I'm in. We're going to kind of tap and scroll down to period 2 biology. Tap next. And there's our assignment, 2.3 carbon compound. So I'm going to tap on that. And again, it looks like my work is right here. So if I tap on that to edit it in Teams, it's not actually going to take me straight to the Microsoft Word app. What it's going to do is it's just going to show me the file. To edit the file, you actually have to tell it you want to edit it. So you're going to tap on this little icon right down here. All right. So it is the Word icon. So you should see it at the very bottom right-hand corner, right here, the Word icon. If I tap on that Word icon, it'll take me to the Microsoft Word application, and it should open the file. Again, if you don't have that application installed and you're not signed into it, you need to make sure you do that so that when you do tap to edit a file, it opens up. I'm going to try it one more time here. So I messed around with this a little bit. Finally got it to open. Just seemed to take a while, and I'm already signed into my teacher account on my phone, so signing into another account kind of confuses Microsoft a little bit. But here we go. I'm editing this document, so I can, if I want to, type if I want, using my thumbs. And I'm not the best at this, to be perfectly honest with you. But you could do this if you wanted to edit this document. So right now, what does organic mean in chemistry? I look at my book, or, again, open up a website and take some notes. And if I wanted to, I could just type here like normal. Organic means it has carbon compounds. Okay, so right now, says I don't have the ability to edit this file. It's a bit buggy for me because I'm signed into two different things. So what I can do is I can save a copy, right, and tap save, and it should save. When I'm done editing, I can hit the check mark and go back, and it looks like my extra copies that I made should have uploaded. Sometimes this will happen to you when your internet connection breaks, or you can't seem to access a file because the connection's slow, or it won't log in, or won't open up. Again, anytime that happens, your best bet is to save another copy, or to save it locally and then upload it later when you have a better connection. Like right now, I could, if I wanted to, open up one of these documents, tap on the three dots, save as, and I could save it to this device. And basically what that means is I don't have a very good internet connection. I can upload it to my student account because it's just not connecting. So I'm just going to save it to this device and local storage. All right. Now, if I tap to save it, again, that's not uploaded to my OneDrive. It's not attached to my file. So I can upload that later. And again, to do that, you would switch apps. You would go to the OneDrive app, tap on it, and then from there you could edit it. So in the OneDrive app, you can basically upload files to OneDrive. So again, I was trying to edit my carbon compound file here. It wasn't saving, and I needed to save it locally to my device because it wasn't uploading, and my internet connection was kind of poor. So again, if you do that to upload files to Teams, or to upload files to your OneDrive, if you're editing them locally, that have, files that have stored to your phone, or, you're editing them somewhere else and you want to upload them to Teams once you're done editing them. Again, to add any kind of file to OneDrive, it's pretty simple. You're just going to tap on this little plus sign right here, and you're going to tap on upload. And then it's going to take you to your recent files. And right now my recent files are all photos. So if I know the location of those files, I can go to my SD card here and I can locate those documents. Now, I'm not actually sure that I saved that particular file to my documents folder at all. So it's probably not going to show up here, but if I did, it would, and I could upload that document. So here's a document. I can tap to upload that, and boom, it's uploaded. So again, if you have poor internet connection, this is one way around it. You can save the file locally and then upload it to your OneDrive to attach it in Teams. To attach the file in Teams, pretty easy. Just go to Teams. Okay. And it looks like, again, some of our edits to this particular file did not actually update, and that's fine. Sometimes that happens. Your internet connection dies on you, and you have to save it somewhere else. So to attach new work, I'm going to tap on Add Work. And we just uploaded that to our OneDrive, so we can tap on OneDrive, and there it is. Okay? So this is the most recent version of my file, and I've just attached it. Again, to do that, tap on Add Work. Go to your OneDrive where you uploaded it. Hopefully you uploaded it to your OneDrive, and you should be able to attach it from there. Again, if you don't want to upload it to your OneDrive to be accessible or editable in other places, you can tap on Add Work and upload your Word document that is saved locally on your device. So again, here's my local copy of that file. I could tap on that file and attach it from my device as well. And when I'm done, tap Turn In. So again, all of that information basically is trying to get you to make sure that you know where your files are and you know where to keep them, right? OneDrive. Your recents really isn't a location. Again, any file you're actually editing will be in your OneDrive, or it'll be attached to the Teams assignment. And again, any file you're editing in Teams, you're basically also editing in Word. So it should show up in Word. If it's not, you need to make sure you're waiting a little bit. It should eventually show up in your account there. So I'm going to go to the assignment right here. Looks like all of our assignments kind of disappeared on us. Let's check one more time. There it is. So there we go. We got our 3 documents right here. If I wanted to keep editing this again, clicking on it will open it up in the editor here. Everything will be saved here. If I want to open this somewhere else, okay, I can open it in the desktop app. This is one of the last places you could edit a file. Sometimes this doesn't really work. And again, it depends on your internet connection. It depends on whether or not you're signed in to all your apps. So I could check mark this box and check open and open it on my desktop if I wanted to. That's only if you really want the increased functionality of Microsoft Word when you open it in the desktop application. You do not have to do that for every assignment.